What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nevin the Barber, and in today's barber tutorial we're going to be going over a high fade with some simple easy steps. So to get right into today's tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use my gamma hitters to carve in my first bald line. And as you guys can see, I went ahead and started this guideline right at my client's point of reference, which is at the top of his C cup. And since this is a high fade, we are going to be fading out the C cup entirely, which is why I started it right at that point. So after I got my guideline established on the left side, I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing on the right side of my client's head, ensuring that we have a nice clean guideline before we get into the foundation of our fade. And for those of you wondering, I do have a zero gap blade on these trimmers. It's the modified P3 blade by Eversense. And if you guys do want to get this blade, you can get it on the Eversense website using my code NEV for a discount. So now that I have that first guideline established with my trimmers, I'm gonna go ahead and take my clippers with the lever all the way open. So we're now cutting the hair at a short 0.5 length. And I went ahead and brought this guideline up about 1 inch thick above our previous section. And whenever you guys are fading, you always want to make sure that you create nice, clean, consistent guidelines. Clean, consistent guidelines will always equal a clean, consistent fade. So always keep that in mind. And with this first step that I'm doing right here, I'm just closing the lever 1 notch at a time while shortening my cutting stroke, just attacking that first guideline. And it's very important that you guys shorten your cutting stroke as you're attacking that guideline, just because you don't want to bring that blend too high. And just be patient with it. Some clients that you cut might have different hairs growing in a different growth pattern. So whenever that happens, just be sure to angle the clipper in which the hair is growing out of the scalp. That way you can get it cut down to the exact length. And now you guys can see I went ahead and came back to my trimmers just to flick out that last guideline that we initially created with it. And little by little, you guys can see that first guideline slowly starting to fade away. And like I said before, just be patient with it. Sometimes, depending on your client's hair texture, it might take a little bit longer than others to fade out that guideline. So just be patient with it and go through each notch on the lever as you guys are attacking that first line. And little by little, it will start to disperse away. So now that we have that first section blended out, I'm going to go ahead and go straight into the 1.5 guard all the way closed. So we're now going to be cutting the hair at a 1.5 guideline length. And again, we're going to bring this guideline up about another inch right above our previous section. So now to blend out that next guideline that we just created, I went ahead and took my 0 guard all the way open. So this is now cutting the hair down to a short number 1 guard length. And we're just going to be repeating the same process that we did to erase that first section we created. Starting with the lever all the way open and then just closing the lever little by little, shortening our cutting stroke to attack that guideline. And you guys want to make sure that you stay within the parameters of that guideline you created. Again, just because, like I said, if you do go past it, it will create a gash in your fade. So you just want to make sure you stay in that specific area that you guys created with the 1.5. And little by little, you guys can see it all coming together. I went ahead and came back to my clippers with no guard lever open. And we're just detailing out any last dark areas that we see. So now I went ahead and put the 1 guard on just to flick out any last dark areas that I saw on the top of the 1.5 area, blending into the bulk. So now that I have my fade complete, I went back to my gamma hitters to do my edge up. And you guys can see that I kept it as natural as I possibly could. So now that our right side of the fade is complete, I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact steps on the left side of my client's head, starting with no guard lever all the way open to create our first guideline. And again, you guys do want to bring this guideline up about an inch, just so you have enough space to blend out that guideline and get it looking nice and blurry. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and start with the lever all the way open. And I did go ahead and close the notch just one time. And you guys can see that I did bring the blade pretty high up into the guideline. And that's just because I am cutting the hair a little bit longer with the lever open. As you guys start to close the lever, the hair is going to be getting cut at a shorter length. So that's when you want to start shortening your cutting stroke and not taking that guideline up too high as you guys are trying to erase it. So now you guys can see our guideline is almost blended out. We just have that last faint line at the very bottom of our guideline. So next, I'm going to take the 1.5 all the way closed. Again, this is cutting the hair at a 1.5 length. And now to erase that guideline, I went back to my 0 guard all the way open. So we're now cutting the hair at a short number 1 guard length, trying to blend the 0.5 into the 1.5. And little by little, as you guys can see, that blend is starting to come together. I went ahead and went back to no guard lever all the way open. So we're now cutting the hair at a 0.5 length, and I'm just attacking those last dark areas that I see. So now that we have our fade complete, I can go ahead and clean up my client's edge up. Again, you guys can see I was able to create a clean, crispy line effortlessly with this modified P3 blade without causing no damage or irritation to the skin. And with the front edge up, you guys want to keep it as natural as you possibly can. That way you can preserve the haircut and allow it to last as long as possible without pushing your client's hairline back. So now that I have that done, I went ahead and came back with my straight edge razor just to get those corners nice and sharp. And you guys always want to be sure to stretch the skin whenever you're bringing that razor blade up against the grain of the hair on the skin. The same thing on the other side, ensuring that I got a nice crispy line. If you guys have learned anything in this tutorial so far, please be sure to smash that like button. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you guys who supports me in my channel. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and trim the top of my client's hair. He did want to maintain most of the length on top, so I went ahead and just cleaned up any last flyaways that were hanging over. That way his comb over can blend straight into the fade. And you guys can see that I'm laying my fingers down all along the parietal ridge of my client's scalp. And I do this so that I don't cut into the crown of my client's bulk on his hair. And you guys can see that we have a nice clean transition from the fade into the bulk of my client's hair now. And this is a very easy method when it comes to blending the fade into the bulk. So one more time, just coming back with my trimmers just to make sure that I got any last flyaways on my client's hairline. You guys always want to come back and double check your work. It's very, very important, especially when you're new to the industry and you're trying to build your clientele. Your clients will appreciate it, and I'm sure this will help you guys out. So always just go back and double check your work, ensuring that you can get your client looking as clean as possible before they leave your chair. And one more time with my straight edge razor, just coming back, cleaning up my client's hairline, making sure that I got it as nice and sharp as I possibly could. So now for the fun part in this haircut, I'm gonna go ahead and take off all the bulk. And you can see his hairline is looking nice and crispy. So I went ahead and removed the bulk using my gamma hitters with the modified P3 blade. And I really like this blade right here because you guys can see that it cuts really close to the skin and it doesn't pull or snag, which is one of the things that I like the most about this blade. And if you guys do want to purchase these gamma clippers right here, feel free to use my code NEVIN10 on the gamma website. I'll be sure to include the link in the description on this video for any of you guys that are interested in purchasing these clippers. And same thing on the other side. I'm just coming down with the grain of the hair. And I do this so that I don't create no extra guidelines when removing all that bulk. This is a very easy method when it comes to cleaning that last skin area of the fade, just because it's the last step in the haircut and you guys can just come back and clean it up with the skin shaver. So today I decided to use the Braun Series 9. I really like this shaver right here. Personally, this is my favorite shaver. Although it is a little bit expensive, I 100% think that it's worth it. But this is the Braun Series 9. And one of the things I like the most about this shaver is that it can actually bald hair down all the way up to the 1.5. So most shavers typically, you know, they won't cut the hair unless the hair is already cut down to a 0. But the Braun Series 9 is really good because it can cut hair a little bit longer. And this will be the final step in today's haircut. We're just gonna finish off this haircut, making sure that that blend is all the way cut down to the skin, and we'll go ahead and apply some product in my client's hair. And same thing on the other side. You guys can see I'm just flicking that shaver out right at that guideline we created with our trimmers at the start of the fade. And it's always very important that you guys get the fade cut down all the way to the skin, especially if your client wants a bald skin fade. And whenever you guys are doing this final step, just be sure not to take the electric razor too high. Otherwise, it will create a harsh guideline in your fade and you will have to bring the fade higher. So just one thing to keep in mind whenever you guys are cleaning up the final stubble with the electric razor. And you guys can see our fade is starting to come together all around my client's head. So now that I've cleaned up all of the stubble with my Braun Series 9, I'm going to go ahead and come back with my trimmers, just ensuring that I flick out any last dark areas that I see at the start of the fade, ensuring that that skin line is blended into the 0. And I always like to do this and come back and double check my work after I complete the fade, just to make sure I can give my client that picture perfect look. And not only that, always keep in mind that every haircut is a walking billboard of your work, and anyone can ask that person, you know, who cut their hair, and that can be another potential client that you guys get. So just be sure to take your time and put in any last final detail work that you guys need to do before you let your client go. And I went ahead and finished up this haircut doing some shear over comb with my NevinTheBarber shears. And I always like to do this in all of my haircuts just because I feel like it really does give the top of the fade a nice finish, a soft finish into the bulk, rather than using the clippers. Sometimes the clippers can leave more of a choppier look. And one more time, just going back with my 0 gaps clippers, ensuring that any last dark hairs are blended in completely. And you guys can see that with these simple steps, I was able to achieve a nice, clean, blurry fade all around. So now that we have our fade complete, I'm just gonna clean up my client's edge up one more time. But that is about it for today's barber tutorial. If you guys learned anything in today's video, please be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment letting me know what you guys want to see next, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But it's been your boy Nevin the Barber, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one.